Alright, y'all. We are talking TNA Genesis 2013 pay-per-view from TNA Impact Wrestling. A decent show. You really can't complain, but you can't give them props. Next Generation Wrestling site will.com. We have play-by-play coverage throughout the night. 2xzone.com, wrestling.com. Follow on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's dive into this pay-per-view right now. Now, this is going to be the final pay-per-view. Not final, but pretty much the final of the usual format for TNA. For 2013, they're going to have 4 pay-per-views. Tonight was the 5th one, and from now on, at least in 2013, there's only going to be 4 pay-per-views. And March will be locked down, and then the other 3 big ones, Bound for Glory, Slammiversary, the top ones, just top off my head, the 4 reports up on Next Generation Wrestling.com. Cheap plug there. Anyway, y'all, let's get into it, y'all. And let's go. World Tag Team Championships is on the line. Hernandez and Chavo are defending, and they do defeat Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan. Interesting way to kick off the pay-per-view. Don't have a problem with it at all. Actually, a decent match. They gave them time, but they didn't give them way too much time on a couple of these matches. I felt they had too much time. But very, very good. Not very, very good, but the way they had it structured, the way they had it planned out, it was pretty good. And basically, Hernandez needs to be fired. He's an okay wrestler, but every time he does a finisher, he hurts somebody. He went and did a power bomb, pretty much just dropped Ryan on his head, and then a frog splash that was probably unnecessary. But come on, how many times are you going to give him the chance to break one of your wrestlers' neck? Just saying, it's too much, and I'm not a fan. What do y'all think? Leave in the comments area below. But Hernandez and Chavo are still World Tag Team Champions. A unadvertised match that was basically thrown up on the pay-per-view this afternoon, which I do not understand why he would do that. Mr. Anderson and Samoa Joe, 2 marquee guys in TNA Impact Wrestling. That should be advertised. They have a little ongoing feud for the past 2 weeks. Throw it on there at the last second. Put it on the website. Do something except for the last minute. Say, oh yeah, here's a match. These guys are marketable. They have fans. I know Samoa Joe has a bunch of fans, especially in Southern California with PWG. So you got to do that. Mr. Anderson wins after basically Mike Knox comes out there to scratch Joe, and Anderson hits the mic check for the win. Don't have a problem with him going over. Have a problem with how they advertise it. That's just me nitpicking. Kenny King versus Christian York. Basically, how this works was the winner goes on and challenges the X Division champion for that championship. Rob Van Dam. Kenny King gets actually beat after they've been hyping up the Kenny King, so they gave him a push for about 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, you don't get a push anymore. Christian York, who I don't like his character, I don't like how he wrestles, I think he's very, very sloppy in the ring. He has no idea what he's doing. Very, very green, and that really tells in his matches. He doesn't know how to organize a match. He doesn't know how to plan a match. He doesn't know when to do a move and when not to do a move. I don't like how he wrestles. Sorry, this is a very negative video, but I'm just not a fan of Christian York. If they want to put him over, fine, put him over. But you knew that RVD was going to win. After the match, Kenny King laid out York, and then we have an X Division Championship match. RVD defends and defeats Christian York. Hit a frog splash. Pretty short. But the Kenny King Christian York match I thought went a little too long for my liking. Devon versus Joseph Parks, it was what it was. Parks got a little bit more offense on this one, but continuing, is he Abyss? Is he Joseph Parks? Same old thing that they've been doing for a couple months now. Devon gets it with a roll-up for the 3. Number 1 contenders gauntlet match. I thought they might go with Mickie James, but they actually went with Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky is the number 1 contender after she beat Gail Kim, ODB, Miss Tessmacher, and Mickie James to become the number 1 knockouts contender. Another number 1 contender match, Christopher Daniels versus James Storm. Back and forth action in this one. Nothing bad about this match. They did decent work in this one. And nothing really to complain about. Daniels wins it. No surprise there. He hit, basically he hit him with a super kick. Anyway, So yeah, that's what happened in that one. And then Sting versus Doc. No surprise there. You don't have a problem with Sting going over and beating Doc. He got his revenge. No big deal. Hits with the Scorpion Death Drop. No big deal. Main event time, which was actually a very good match. You saved this pay per view in some remarks. World Championship match. It's going to be Jeff Hardy defending and defeating Austin Aries and Bobby Roode. Roode got defended, or actually defeated. He was the first one who was eliminated in this matchup after a roll up, and then Hardy hit the Twist of Fate. He hit Twist of Fate through the ropes, and then he hit the Swanton Bomb for the win, and that's how they send off in 2013. But anyway, rating. Oh my. I don't want to be too mean. I can't give them too much. Honestly, I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10. Wasn't a fan of this pay per view. But my phone is broke, so maybe that's the reason I'm kind of mad. Anyway, y'all, behind the scenes, NextGenerationWrestlingShow.com, ProWrestlingInstitute.weebly.com. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go to 2XL.com, Wrestling.com. You can read my blog. I'm about to throw up. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching TNA Genesis 2013, very first one, 2013 Results Show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.